meron po bang move sa loob ng Civil Service Commission to suppress information and not to give it to this committee? Please be honest, Commissioner Lizada.
Yes, sir. May guidance po regarding yung concern nyo po. May guidance po.
Commissioner Lizada, titindigan niyo po yung salita ninyo na ayaw magbigay ng impormasyon ni Chairman Bala at ayaw mag-cooperate dito sa Kongreso.
Sir, that is the truth. That was disclosed and the meeting was recorded, sir.
Welcome to Philbrit Channel.
Possibly submit to the committee yung mga cases na yan.
Yes, Your Honor, we will submit to the committee.
Attorney Ronquillo, are there many final and resolved cases within the civil service regarding Philhealth?
Yes, Your Honor. Marami na pong mga natapos, pero yung ibang cases po nakapending pa rin po.
At marami rin po ba dyan ang mga kasama, ang mga regional vice presidents?
Meron pong mga cases ng regional vice presidents po.
Sino-sino po to, Attorney Ronquillo?
Your Honor, can I give the names later? I'm just requesting for the names of these people. Pinahanap ko lang po, Your Honor.
Pakiulit po, Attorney Ronquillo.
Yes, Your Honor, hinahanap po namin yung exact names ng mga regional vice presidents ng Philhealth na may pending cases po sa amin.
Attorney Ronquillo, sige, balik ko na lang po dun sa tanong. Ilan po ang may kaso sa inyong pending mula sa Philhealth? Attorney Ronquillo, may
Yes,
number
sir.
po ba?
Your Honor?
Go ahead. Would you have the number, Attorney Ronquillo? May numero na po ba kayo kung ilan?
Hindi pa po dumating, Your Honor. I already texted my sandali po.
Attorney Ronquillo, isang tanong lang po.
Sige po.
Meron po bang dating taga-PhilHealth na nagtatrabaho sa inyo ngayon dyan sa Civil Service Commission?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino po?
Attorney Cheng Parenas po.
Ano pong posisyon niya ngayon?
Attorney 5.
Attorney 5 lang po, but without any... Wala po siyang pinangahawakan na posisyong kritikal dito sa investigasyong to.
Wala po. Wala po, Your Honor.
May I request, Commissioner... I have here a note that you will submit a position paper. Attorney Ronquillo, is this correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay din po yan, but can we get the documents as regards yung mga kaso ng PhilHealth sa inyong opisina? Or is
Yes,
this...
Your Honor. Along with the position paper, we will submit to the committee the cases, the number of cases, as well as the summaries of these cases to the committee, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Ronquillo. If I may, Comsec, mabilis lang kong pagtanong kay Commissioner Bala of the Civil Service Commission. Commissioner Lizada, I'm sorry, Commissioner Eileen Lizada. Kindly unmute, Commissioner Lizada.
Unmute. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning po.
Yes, good morning, Commissioner Lizada. Commissioner, kasi po yung mga tanong namin, would you know in particular yung pong ilan ang may kaso dito po sa Civil Service Commission?
What period are we talking about, sir? Because the request for inventory or audit that my office initiated from 2009 to 2020, sir, we were given a list of 74 cases, sir.
74 cases.
This is from 2010 to 2020, sir, current.
Thank you for that, Commissioner Lizada. We are very happy with that kasi po ang amin naman kung ano aabuti ng inyong mga kaso. But 2010 is maganda po yan dahil talagang malayo. Magmula pa po sa ngayon, 10 years. Ma'am, malaman lang po namin, ilan po ang mga regional vice president na may mga kaso?
Sir, based on the data given to me by my legal staff, RVPs po na meron ho kaming listahan based on the list submitted by the Office of Legal Affairs to us. The names of the following are appearing. Do you want the names, sir, of the RVPs?
Sige po, ma'am. Can you kindly name them?
Mr. Ernesto V. Beltran, Mr. Dennis Adre, Mr. Macabato, Acting RVP Colero, Miriam Grace Pamonag. Hindi ko lang ho alam kung if Miriam Grace is RVP, but ito ho yung lumalabas sa amin, sir, na binigay ho ng legal ko.
Madam Commissioner, yan pong mga kaso na po ba yan ay decided na o marami pong nakapending pa rin dyan sa inyo?
If we're talking about cases from before the previous commission, sir, meron hong 2 MR remaining and meron din hong mga pending, sir.
Ilan po ma'am ang pending?
Based on what my legal gave me, I have 19, sir. I might be wrong, but ito ho yung, because I requested for a summary from my legal of the cases. So, from as far as I'm concerned, sir, dito na binibigay sa akin, 19.
Ma'am, bakit di ba po ang mandate niyo is that within 6 months these cases should have been resolved and given to the agency concerned?
Exactly, sir, the same question that I have because ever since I got the list from my legal, pinalagay ko yung mga red flags and observations, and I see some periods that are quite short and some periods that medyo years po, sir, ang nakikita ko dito ang iba.
Some
Mr. Chair,
cases na
Mr. Chair, I
mabilis na resolve, yung iba naman po pinapatagal, nakapark po dyan.
Can we request them to use an earphone or what?
Commissioner
It's very
Lizada,
difficult to understand the answer, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Lizada, the Honorable Marcoleta is requesting kasi po gusto niyang intindihin yung sinasabi niyo. Medyo yung signal ata magulo. Hindi ko na masyadong ma-decipher po, ma'am.
How is this, Mr. Chairman, Congressman Marcoleta? Can you hear na po better?
Medyo maganda ng konti, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, ma'am. Salamat po.
Salamat, Mr. Chair.
Ma'am, ano po, maraming mga nakapending na matagal, taon, at marami din pong mabilis na desisyonan.
As far as the summary given to me po by my legal, merong 10 months, meron hong 6 years, merong mga 3 months po. Iba-iba ho yung mga periods, sir.
Would those cases constitute a dismissal from the service?
Some, meron po.
Some meaning more than 2, Madam Commissioner.
You are correct, Mr. Chairman.
So, Madam Commissioner, ang tanong ko lang po, bakit po parang si Atty. Ronquillo was supposed to be representing the CSC? Bakit po parang wala silang hawak na figures at wala pong mga hawak na dokumento katulad po ng hawak nyo sa ngayon?
When the President came out with a memo, sir, creating the task force on Philhealth, my office initiated an internal audit or inventory kasi literally bago ho ako sa CSC. And I wanted to see the pattern, if ever may pattern po, way back. But what I got, ang hiningi ko lang po ay 2010 hanggang current. And I realized the creation of Philhealth was prior to 2010. So I wanted to see po kung ano yung data na meron available. So hiningi ko, again, from the establishment of Philhealth, I wanted to see kung pabalik-balik lang po ba o paulit-ulit lang ba ang mga kinakasuhan. So that's what I have right now, but I'm waiting for, and this was shared po sa office ni Chairman by the Office of Legal Affairs when they gave the data to me, sir. Kasi I wanted to see the pattern.
May I interject? Mr.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Madam Commissioner, I think the chairman is asking a very basic question. As a matter of fact, we are surprised why Attorney Ronquillo is not able to give us at least the number of cases of Philhealth officials that are still pending with CSC. I'd like to believe that the question is very simple. Tinatanong lamang po kung ilan yung kaso, and considering that PhilHealth is the flavor of the day, in anticipation of questions like that, kaya naman po kayo tinawag para mabigyan nyo kami ng ayuda sa mga gustong impormasyon na makuha namin. Pati po ba yung number of cases lang hindi niya maibigay? May I ask you, Madam, what is the number of existing or pending cases with the CSC as of today?
As far as yung binigay ho sa akin ng legal ko, it is 19, sir. Unless meron hong iba pa na nasa NCR, iba pa rin ho yun. Kasi meron hong na-file baka sa NCR, iba rin ho ang nasa central office.
So what is the total number all in all now pending?
Based ho yung binigay sa akin, sir, it's 19.
19. What
Yes,
is the
sir.
nature of those cases?
It varies, sir. Meron hong karamihan po nito ay mga administrative charges, may mga grave misconduct. Meron ho tayong mga
Ilan po yung mga
appointments.
cases that will require dismissal? For example, grave misconduct.
If I may be allowed, sir, to look at my list, sir. Are we talking about yung ngayon ho current or yung remaining pa ho?
Out of the
Kasi
19.
meron pong
Out of the
Okay.
19, alam po ninyo, ang importansya sa amin ngayon, because we're taking a good attention on the manner the funds of PhilHealth is being administered or being taken care of. So, isa po yan sa tinitingnan namin, ano-ano po ba yung mga kasong naisampa sa inyo? And we would like to believe that because the objective is very important na maisaayos nga natin ang pondo, we would like and we anticipate CSC to be able to help us in being able to adjudicate all these cases in the soonest possible time. Madam Commissioner,
sir.
we're talking of the funds of the people.
yes, sir.
We're talking here of an institution that takes care of about 200 billion pesos a year. Ngayon po kung may magsasampa ng kaso sa inyo, we don't suppose that you take your sweet time. Punto po ito kailangan po nating maisaayos lahat. Kanina po tinatanong ng chairman, I think it's very solicitous. Number pa lang, hindi na masabi ng Atty. Ronquillo. May I deviate a little more, Mr. Chair? Totoo po ba na nanggaling po sa CSC yung award ng isang key official that is responsible in constructing the database of PhilHealth at saka yung nagmamanage ng information technology? Ang Civil Service Commission po ang gumawa ng award na yon. Parang ang ibig sabihin, talagang maganda ang database na nagawa ng PhilHealth. And the one managing the information technology was also awarded. Di ko alam kung parehong tao yon. Is it true that it came from the civil service, yung pagbibigay ng award na yon? Because later on, nagsalita po si President Morales, na sabi niya, ang pinakaugat ng corruption dito ay dahil sa database is fragmented. So how do you reconcile the fact that you awarded those particular personnel managing the database of PhilHealth and the information technology when later on the President himself na sinabi niya, dito po nag-uugat yung database po namin fragmented, mali-mali. So how would you reconcile that award and the addition of the President of PhilHealth later na ito yung pinaka-ugat ng pinagmumulan ng anomaly? Kasi nga ho, hindi nila maisaayos. Will you explain that?
Commissioner
Thank you.
Lisada.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Congressman Marcoleta. Definitely not during my time. Kaya nga ho, I made the inquiry kasi gusto ko hong malaman. Definitely, hindi ho ako part ng commission na yan na nag-award sa Philhealth. And if there was any award, I would like to refer this to ASCOM Ronquillo because I am not aware of any awards sir being given
Honorable Marcoleta,
during my time.
Sorry, before you continue, Madam Commissioner Lisada.
Yes, Chair.
Yes. Ito pong umagang ito, supposedly si Attorney Ronquillo is representing the Civil Service Commission and Chairperson Bala. Is that not correct? Di po ba tama yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
I'll be straight to the point. Pasensya na po kayo, Commissioner, at hindi ko naman nilalahat. Pero meron po bang pagkilos o may galaw na isuppress ang information dito sa investigasyon ng Kongreso at ng mga iba pang opisina ng ating gobyerno?
Sir, can you repeat your question? May suppression ba on?
May suppression ba ng mga data? Kasi kanina tinatanong namin kay Atty. Ronquillo, very basic, siya ang nagre-represent ng Civil Service Commission. Nung kayo po sumagot, binigay niyo lahat ng mga numero. Meron po bang move sa loob ng Civil Service Commission to suppress information and not to give it to this committee? Please be honest, Commissioner Lisada.
Mr. Chairman, we had a meeting ever since lumabas ho yung memorandum ng Presidente. Right away, we had a virtual meeting. And yes, sir, may guidance po regarding yung concern nyo po. May guidance po.
May guidance po na ano po yun? Huwag magbigay ng impormasyon?
Yes, sir.
May I know where it's coming from? It's obviously, Commissioner Lisada, sinasabi mo sa amin yung mga kaso, so it's not you. So where is that directive coming from, Commissioner Lisada?
From the other member of the commission, sir.
From the what?
Can you be frank enough to tell us, Commissioner Lisada, kung sino po? Because you're a commissioner and I could assume only one person can order the other commissioners and administratively supervise and control the other employees of the Civil Service Commission, and that is Chairperson Bala. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Chair, is it now correct to assume that the chairperson of the Civil Service Commission is the one that is suppressing the information that should be given to us in this investigation?
Commissioner Bala, the question is the chairperson of the Commission on Civil Service the authority ordering the Commission and the employees of the Civil Service Commission
Not to cooperate with us?
not to cooperate and to divulge information?
Mr. Chair, is it directed to me?
Yes,
Or-
Commissioner Lisada.
As far as I can recall, sir, in the commission meeting, the guidance given to us is that
Who gave the
This-
guidance, madam? Who gave the guidance?
the chairperson po.
Okay, when you say the chairperson Bala of the Civil Service Commission,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
the guidance given to you is to go slow on the information, do not cooperate with us, let's not divulge information, and words like that. That is very clear, madam. I know you are a crusader. I know you came from LTFRB. And I salute you for doing a lot of reforms in LTFRB. I think you are playing a good job now by cooperating with us.
And by helping us, Commissioner Lisada, I would like to thank you for that.
Mr. Chair, may I say something?
Before po kayo magsalita, nung nagsalita po si Chairman Bala na huwag kayong magbigay ng impormasyon at huwag kayong magsalita dito sa komite, marami pong nakaharap at marami kayong kasama.
Yes, sir. It was recorded as well. Marami ho, all the members po nung sa those who usually attend the commission meetings and other directors, sir. Marami po.
Nandun po yung mga commissioners, two commissioners, and the other, at yung iba po mga directors at opisyalis ng Civil Service Commission.
Yes, sir. Bale, isa na lang ho akong commissioner na naiwan. The other one retired already last February, sir, this year.
Okay, ma'am, please, kung ano po yung gusto niyo sabihin.
Yun lang po kasi when the president came out with this directive and knowing how grand the effect of what is happening, I initiated po yung audit and yung inventory, which naman po was taken well by the chairman as to the list. And then I requested for priority on resolving of the cases na unahin ho muna yung mga RVPs, and then the RVPs with other correspondents and the other least cases na po. So kagaya ho nung sinabi ni Congressman Marcoleta na regarding the reward, I have never been part and I will always stand by kung ano ho yung tama at totoo lamang. That's why I want to get down to the truth of it. That's why I'm asking for the inventory as well. So yun lang po, Mr. Chair. I have the best of intentions in asking data within CSC, and I believe it is our duty to do so.
Mr. Chair, may I ask a few more questions?
Go ahead.
Commissioner LIZADA, the other day, I think earlier in our investigation, we were asking about the competence and eligibility of the key officials of Philhealth. And at some point in time, we came across of, I think, a policy in Philhealth that a salary grade 24 employee, government employee, with a specific relation with Philhealth should have at least master's degree. And I think that was admitted by one of the officials before us at that time. But somewhere along the line, Madam Commissioner, Philhealth asked the Civil Service Commission to waive that particular requirement to the extent that some of those key officials did not have master's degree. Number one question, did CSC really waive that requirement for and in behalf of those requesting Philhealth officials? And what is the reason for waiving that if that requirement was indeed waived?
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead, Commissioner LIZADA.
we have on board our director Rodolfo Encajonado, who is in charge as well of itong tinatanong ho ni Congressman Marcoleta. I think he's in a better position regarding qualification standards and the policies issued pursuant thereto. May he be recognized, Mr. Chairman.
Before that, Deputy Speaker Marcoleta, alam niyo ho, si Secretary Duque nakatrabaho ko, hindi naman po yan lingid sa kaalaman ng karamihan. At masakit pong itanong sa akin to, but I have to ask this question. Naging Civil Service Chairman din po siya eh. Tama po ba, Commissioner LIZADA?
Tama po, Mr. Chairman.
May connection po ba yung pagiging chairman niya dito sa pagpigil ng impormasyon na ibigay sa amin ng Civil Service Commission?
May connection po na Mr. Chair?
May connection po ba dahilan sa siya po yung nagsilbi bago kay Chairperson Bala, may mga tao dyan na galing Philhealth, and I'm sure konektado sa kanya. Ito po ba may connection sa pagiging dati niyang chairman ng Civil Service Commission?
Sir, for the record, I do not have direct evidence on whether meron siyang connection. Pero going back po dun sa sinabi ho ni Ascom Ariel kanina, which was one of my concerns previously, a PhilHealth employee reviewing PhilHealth cases well with me. That's why I questioned it po. And then that's why tinatanong ko nga ho yung the propriety of our lawyers who were formerly involved or connected with PhilHealth. And I looked at the disposition of the cases by the person. So yun nga ho yung concern ko. I would like to address that as well. But as to the connection, sir, yung sinasabi niyo kay former Secretary Duque and itong mga ibang cases po, I do not have direct evidence of that, sir.
If there will be, because you are a constitutional body, if there will be a legal action to be taken by Congress, Commissioner LIZADA, titindigan niyo po yung salita ninyo na ayaw magbigay ng impormasyon ni Chairman Bala at ayaw mag-cooperate dito sa Kongreso.
Sir, that is the truth. That was disclosed and the meeting was recorded, sir.
The meeting was recorded at merong minutes ng inyong pag-uusap.
Meron, sir, which is my point now. Kaya nga ho, the minutes was supposed to be approved.
We can request a copy of the minutes of that meeting for our
Sir,
reference.
sorry, Mr. Chair. That's why ho, one of my concerns, I did not move for the approval of the minutes kasi ho, the declaration was not reflected in the minutes, but the audio says otherwise. So that's why we're preparing our memo for the correction of the minutes, sir.
There was an audio of the meeting, but the minutes to be approved, tinanggal na po yun. Can you tell us exactly what were the words of Chairperson Bala?
If my recollection serves me right, this information should not be made public, nor should be given out to anyone who would be asking, either in aid of legislation or investigation. Parang ganon. Yun ho yung matandaan ko, sir.
Madam Commissioner, you are now in the process of correcting that and reflecting that those statements or phrases to rectify what really happened, and that will be borne out by the minutes. You are now correcting that minutes, Madam Commissioner?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Chair. Yun ho yung memo ko because when I read it, and apparently it does not faithfully reproduce what was taken up during the meeting.
So,
And it's going, sorry, sir.
the process, Mr. Chair, Madam Commissioner, in correcting that, as soon as you are able to suggest those corrections, who is going to approve that? Maybe somebody is going to disapprove the correction. What will happen next?
So far, dalawa lang ho kami ngayon sa commission, Mr. Chair. So it's ako ho yung mag-move for the approval of the minutes and it will be seconded by the other member of the commission. So hindi ho yan ma-finalize or ma-formalize if there is no motion for approval of the minutes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so there are no impediments for the correction of the minutes. And after the minutes is corrected, Madam Commissioner, the committee is requesting for a copy of that corrected minutes for our reference. Will you be able to do that?
Yes, sir. If it will already be carried out in another session meeting, sir.
Thank you. Session suspended for 1 minute. Commissioner LIZADA, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, kung maaari po sana ma'am, pasensya na po kayo at lahat po ng mga guests natin sa Zoom at yung mga guests po natin dito sa plenary. Kung di po tayo naka-oath, Ma'am, we would have to administer the oath.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, COMSEC is directed to kindly administer the oath. Maraming salamat.
I ask all the resource persons by Zoom and those in plenary to please raise your hand. Please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this joint congressional inquiry, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Yes, Congressman Barsaga.
Just a clarification. Do Commissioner LIZADA as well as Attorney Ronquillo, are they also confirming under oath the previous statements which they have already given before this committee?
Commissioner LIZADA, can you kindly reply?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I confirm. Everything I said was the truth.
Salamat po. Attorney Ronquillo. Attorney Ronquillo. Attorney Ronquillo, kindly unmute. Yes, Attorney Ronquillo. Kindly unmute, Attorney Ronquillo.
Yes, Your Honor. Can you repeat the question, Your Honor, please?
Yung pong lahat ng mga binanggit niyo po kanina, that is under oath, do you confirm lahat po na statement niyo na ito po under oath, you are giving it freely to the committee?
Well, if you're referring to the identification of a former Philhealth employee who is with us, yes, Your Honor, I'm confirming that.
Mabilis pong tanong, yung pong binabanggit ni Commissioner LIZADA, may ganun po bang direktiba na nanggaling sa inyong chairperson? You are now under oath, Attorney Ronquillo.
Yes, I am under oath, and categorically, I will say that I did not hear that guidance being given by the chair
Wala pong ganung
during
guidance.
any meeting in which I was in attendance, Your Honor.
Wala ka dun sa meeting na yun, Attorney Ronquillo.
I am present in all of the commission meetings except if I am sent elsewhere. But normally I am present in the commission meeting, Your Honor, and in all the meetings that I have attended, I did not hear that kind of guidance being given by the chairperson.
Mr. Chairman,
Congressman Barsaga.
well, in this particular case, kita naman natin, there are two conflicting statements coming from responsible officials of the Civil Service Commission, which happens to be a constitutional body. Ang sabi ni Commissioner LIZADA, there was an instruction, although it was made orally, but it was recorded, and the instruction came from the chairman. Now, we are hearing a statement which is completely different and opposed from that categorical declaration of Commissioner LIZADA. The statement of Attorney Ronquillo na hindi niya narinig yan during the board meeting. And therefore, one of them is not telling the truth. Kasi ang pinag-uusapan lamang natin dito, mayroon bang direktiba ang chairman ng Civil Service na huwag mo nang i-release ang mga dokumento or suppression of the cases pending before the Civil Service Commission concerning Philhealth employees or officials. Sabi ni Commissioner LIZADA, merong directive. Ang sabi naman ni Attorney Ronquillo, wala siyang narinig. Just a clarification, Attorney Ronquillo.
Yes, Your Honor. I did not hear that guidance.
Kami kayo doon sa board meeting.
Ano po? Sorry po, hindi ko po masyado nadinig.
Ganong karami kayo roon sa board meeting?
Well, normally po, the chairperson, the commissioner, myself as the Assistant Commissioner, the Director of the Human Resource Policies and Standards Office, the Director of the Secretariat, and then if there are other directors who are called to participate in the meeting. So more or less, it's 6 or more, Your Honor.
Gaano kalayo ang iyong kinauupuan mula sa kinauupuan ng ating chairman ng Civil Service Commission?
Katabi ko po usually si Commissioner Lizada during the meeting. At hindi po siya gaanong kalayo. I'm sorry, I'm not good in measuring the distance. Pero hindi po.
Ang layo mo kay chairman during that
Siguro po, madalawang di pa, Your Honor.
2 meters, 2 metro. And do you have any hearing problem?
Wala po.
Wala. So, we'll continue and pursue that later on, Chairman, unless there would be another motion.
So, there is would you motion to invite Chairperson Bala to,
Mr. Chair, I think we should discontinue the interpellation insofar as the CSC's participation is concerned until the chairperson herself appears before us and clarify the statement given by Commissioner Lizada, because this is a very disturbing statement and we would like to give her due process. I think she's not present in the Zoom. We would like to invite her, if possible, to be present here in the plenary, Mr. Chair, so we can propound questions to her and clarify this very controversial issue that hounds them. Thank you,
Mr. Chair,
thank you.
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
Yes, before we act on the motion by the Honorable Marcoleta, duly seconded by the Honorable Barsaga, Commissioner Lizada, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, this is not easy on my end. It's quite difficult, but allow me to refresh the memory of Assistant Commissioner Ronquillo. When the chairman gave the guidance, ang kausap niya po, and the one you can hear sa recording message po ay si Ascom Ronquillo. She mentioned about a policy na isama sa data sharing, and it was Ascom Ronquillo po yung kausap niya. And you can hear it from the audio clip. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yun lang ho. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Asek Ronquillo, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, the question was whether there is an order for the suppression of evidence. There was none. The instruction of the chair was to ensure that this matter will be kept confidential from and not to be shared to the public, but will be shared if needed in any of the investigations being conducted concerning the Philhealth. So there was no guidance to suppress evidence. We just wanted to make sure that the matter will not go out of hand by sharing the same in public prematurely. That's why, in fact, we have prepared all these cases. The list of cases that are now in the hands of Commissioner Lizada came from my office. And the list of cases that we will submit to you, to the committee, Mr. Chair, also came from our office. And we include the summaries of all these cases for the accurate information of everybody about the nature of all these cases involving PhilHealth officials with the Commission. So I categorically deny that there was an order to suppress evidence, Your Honor. The Commission...
Attorney Ronquillo, okay. Attorney Ronquillo, who deputized you to represent PhilHealth?
Your Honor?
Who deputized you to represent the Civil Service Commission, Attorney Ronquillo?
Civil Service.
Your Honor, I was directed by Chair Bala to represent her in this hearing because supposedly there is a commission meeting today at this very moment.
So, the chairperson of Civil Service Commission deputized you to speak for her. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi kanina, let's go back to the earlier proceedings. Tinatanong ka lang ni Chairman Defensor kung ilan ang cases na nag-aatubili ka eh.
Your Honor, please, my apologies. Hindi po sa ako'y nag-aatubili, but I do not have the exact figures with me. Ayoko naman po magbigay ng figures na hindi po ako sigurado sa number.
Chairperson,
But the truth is, yung po,
you should have anticipated the kind of questions that will come from us. Pagkatapos mag-aatubili ka, tatanong lang namin kung ilan ang kaso. Did you not anticipate that that kind of question will be asked of you? You being the deputized person of the CSC Chairperson?
I'm sorry for that because we prepared for questions pertaining to qualification standards. The one that you were asking.
Hear us out. Nag-aatubili ka kasi kanina pa eh. Evasive ka. Unlike
Your Honor.
LIZADA, direct and straightforward. Hindi ba, Mr. Chair, alam mo, meron na tayong impression kagaya dito eh. I-deputize ka, mag-aatubili ka. Pagkatapos sasabihin mo, wala kang narinig. Anyway, we will give you your day in court kung ano man ang gusto mong sabihin.
Before I act on the motion, let me recognize the Honorable Fortun. Honorable Fortun, would you like to react? The Honorable No Fortun is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Chair, just one very quick question, Mr. Chair, for Commissioner LIZADA. Madam, you said that the meeting was recorded. Who has custody of the audio recording now, Madam Commissioner?
Our liaison office po, the CSLO. Merong in charge yung secretariat po namin for the commission meetings, Mr. Chair.
And you were saying that the minutes that you were able to gather does not reflect the audio recording.
Dun sa mga pertinent portions that I was waiting, wala po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, in the light of the manifestations of Commissioner LIZADA, I move, Mr. Chair, that the committee subpoena the audio recording and the minutes of the meeting, Mr. Chair. I think that would readily guide us who's telling the truth here, Mr. Chair. And if the committee finds out that indeed there was guidance from the chairman not to cooperate with the investigation being conducted by the Committee on Public Accounts, I also move, Mr. Chair, that we cite the CSC Chairman in contempt. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There's a motion duly seconded, but before we act on the motion of the Honorable Fortun, we first act on the motion of the Honorable Macureta, duly seconded by the Honorable Parsaga, that we will take up the issue of the civil service. Particular po, yung sinasabing hindi pagbibigay o pagko-cooperate sa atin by this Thursday at 1 o'clock. So, motion, there being no objection, motion is carried. The next motion is the motion of the Honorable Fortun to officially subpoena the audio recording and minutes of Civil Service Commission, particular po doon sa pag-uusap ng doon sa hindi pagko-cooperate dito sa atin sa ginagawang investigasyon ng peso. Duly seconded, there be no objection. The motion of the Honorable Fortun is by approved.
I was about to ask Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Fernandez first. Go ahead.
No, I was about to ask kung together with the subpoena ng audio ay kasama na rin yung transcript of records. Nadinig ko naman po that you were mentioning na kasama po yung minutes. So, yun lang po, Mr. Chairman. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. So the standing motion of the Honorable Fortun is that pag hindi po pumunta rito at to shed light on it, that they will be cited contempt. But we will not act on that motion until we are confronted with that situation. Honorable Barsaga?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I most respectfully move also that the civil service be directed to submit a listing of all the cases involving Philhealth officials together with the update and the corresponding status.
COMSEC is directed to avail of the documents pertaining to the cases of PhilHealth, past and present, all the resolved and still pending cases within the Civil Service Commission. So ordered.
Mr. Chairman,
Honorable Barbers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, tanong ko lang po, posible po ba na humingi tayo ng copies ng mga decisions made by the chair of the commission with respect to PhilHealth? Kasi maraming okasyon na kung saan yung mga requirements were adjusted to suit the request of the requesting official ng PhilHealth. So gusto lang nating malaman for our education kung sino yung mga commissioners na nagbigay po ng ganong klaseng decision.
Tama po, Honorable Barbers. I agree with you. COMSEC, kindly get all the copies of all the cases. Hindi naman po natin kailangan ng hard copy, kahit yung soft copy mabigay sa atin para makita rin po natin yung nature ng mga kaso at kung paano desisyonan. So ordered. Honorable Barsaga.
magre-request din ako sa civil service. What are the qualification standards for their senior managers, regional vice president, head of legal, and other various departments in the PhilHealth, in order to find out whether or not there has been compliance with the qualifying standards provided for and imposed by the law pursuant to under the Civil Service Commission.
Thank you, Honorable Barsaga. Batay doon sa mga binanggit, yung qualifications, minimum
Chair.
qualifications
Mr.
of
Chair.
those serving within the PhilHealth. Kung maaari po, kunin din po natin sa CSC. So ordered. Honorable
Mr.
Marcoleta.
Chair, if I can only modify the motion of Congressman Barbers in getting all the list of cases, I think we should categorize them. The cases that were disposed but appealed to the Court of Appeals or even in the higher courts, and the case that are pending. Para makita natin gaano ba katagal ang nagtatagal sa kanila bago nila i-resolve. Yung na-resolve naman, subject to appeal, merong mag-a-appeal sigurado dyan, para mas alam po natin, may screen natin lahat ng cases.
Thank you, Honorable Marcoleta. The COMSEC is guided accordingly. Yung mga naka-pending, naka-appeal, at yung nature ng cases nila. Particular yung mga grave misconduct cases, I think.
And then by doing so, Mr. Chair, makikita talaga natin kung sinusuppress talaga nila.
Thank you.
That's another matter.
Yes.
But you know, that the revelation of Commissioner LIZADA is really very, very important.
Yes. Thank you for that. Honorable Barsaga.
Well, this is on another matter related to suppression of documents needed by this committee. Actually, Mr. Chairman, na mag-umpisa pa lamang ang hearing, nakita natin na masyadong shocking ang mga detalye pertaining to pneumonia. And so, because of these shocking statistics, na sa pneumonia, nagbayad tayo ng 13 billion, 700,000 ang cases, although sa DOH ay 400,000 lamang, I requested that the claim records regarding pneumonia, dialysis, and OFW benefit utilization shall be presented to Congress. I was informed this morning by Dr. Bernadette Lico na willing silang ibigay sa akin yung data. Unfortunately, the issue is that sa akin lamang ibibigay at hindi sa ibang miyembro ng committee. And furthermore, pinapipirma ako ng PhilHealth ng mutual non-disclosure agreement na hindi ko pwedeng i-disclose. Kaya ang sinasabi ko, Mr. Chairman, hindi ko naman malaman kung bakit kailangang i-suppress ang dokumento. Sa katunayan,
Honorable
sa
Barsaga,
data...
mabilis lang po. Pinapapirma kayo ng non-disclosure agreement?
Yes, this one. Mutual non-disclosure agreement. So hindi ko ma-share to sa aking kaibigan na si DS Marcoleta.
Sino po
Yung
ang
mga
gumawa niya?
data.
May I know who gave the document to the Honorable Barsaga with the
Dr.
non-disclosure
Bernadette
agreement?
Lico.
Sino po?
Dr. Bernadette Lico. She's the one always giving the documents to us.
Mr. Chairman, since yung sinasabi po ni Congressman Barsaga is non-disclosure, can we subpoena those documents to be submitted in this?
No, wait, Honorable Fernandez, that is not the case. Those documents should be supplied to us, and no individual member of Congress should be made to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Honorable Barsaga, please
Yes.
continue.
That's my point, Mr. Chairman. Kaya siguro sabihin niyo na po, Mr. Congressman Barsaga.
Malinaw naman na sa Section 13, Paragraph F ng Data Privacy Act of 2012, the processing concerns such personal information. Ang exception is that when it has to be provided to the government or public authority. And this is not the first case na nangyari ito sa Philhealth. Noong nagre-require ang dokumento sa Philhealth, ang isang abogado pertaining to the names of those involved sa dialysis, nag-issue rin ang National Privacy Commission granting the request of a private lawyer. Kaya hindi ko malaman kung lahat ng government agencies na hinihingi natin ng record, pati ang pangalan ng mga taong nag-claim ay hindi maibibigay under the Data Privacy Act, our constitutional mandate to conduct investigation in aid of legislation would be useless. It would be meaningless. Kaya gusto ko lang malaman sa Philhealth, sino ba ang abogado ng Philhealth na nag-advise na kinakailangan kong pumirma sa Mutual Non-Disclosure Agreement? At dito sa Mutual Non-Disclosure Agreement, yung datang hinihingi ko is only for me. I cannot share it with the other members of this committee.
Will anyone from legal kindly reply? Attorney Del Rosario. Ngayon lang ho ako nakarinig na investigasyon at nagkakaroon ng non-disclosure agreement. Kanina sa Civil Service Commission, ayaw ibigay yung impormasyon. Ngayon naman, nagbibigay ng impormasyon, may NDA. Honorable Remulla.
Mr. Chairman, is Attorney De Rosario present in Zoom?
Yes, Honorable Remulla. Yes,
Mr. Chairman, good morning.
Attorney De Rosario, you recognize?
Yes, sir. I did not give that advice. I was put under preventive suspension since last week, so I have no knowledge of that particular incident. And it has been my position that all documents that are being requested by either House and by the law enforcement agencies should be given to give way to a thorough investigation of all issues concerned. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Labe, would you know anything about this?
Mr. Chairman, it did not pass my office because the instruction from the PCO Morales, all documents requested in both houses should be given in full effect without non-disclosure agreement. We understand that, of course, the Congress can summon any documents.
Okay, before you continue, sa ating mga kasama, alam niyo naman po na si President Morales may sakit no, hindi makakatagal. But at any rate, he's now with us. If we can recognize the President and Chief Executive Officer of Philhealth, General Morales, magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Good morning.
Yes, General, yung pong binanggit ni Honorable Barsaga, meron daw po mga dokumento na ibinigay pero ito po'y pinapapirmahan sa kanya under a non-disclosure agreement.
It might be an oversight, Mr. Chairman, because but it does, of course, it does not cover requirements of the House of the Congress or the Senate or any government agency, because I issued instructions that we will be open and provide all documents necessary for any government agency. But I think that is applied to some requests for individuals and non-government organizations for documents from PhilHealth.
Thank you, General Morales. So, klaro po to. General Morales, I know that you have limited time. Kamusta po kayo?
I'm glad to be here, Mr. Chairman, to be able to participate and contribute to this effort to improve PhilHealth. Maraming salamat po.
Kamusta po ang inyong kalusugan sa ngayon, General?
I'm being prepped ho because I'm going scheduled a chemo session this Friday. So I'm preparing for that po. Maraming salamat po sa inyong
Opo. On behalf of the committee, General Morales, we will be praying for your recovery. We will take this opportunity, General, if you don't mind, habang nandito po kayo, alam po namin limitado ang inyong oras. Gusto ko po munang i-recognize si Honorable Ace Barbers kung may katanungan po sa PhilHealth.
Mr. Chair, I was told that I will yield the first slot to Congressman Ron-Salo. If he's not yet here, I can go on with my questions.
Yes, because I was worried about your time. You have another committee hearing, but I can go to the Honorable Salo.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I will yield the first slot to Congressman Ron-Salo.
Honorable Salo is recognized.
Thank you very much, Chairman. In as much as you've already called Congressman Ace Barbers and as much as he has a meeting, as I understand, I will respectfully yield to him.
I will go ahead. Okay. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, ang akin pong katanungan, umpisahan ko muna dito kay si Attorney Del Rosario. Attorney Del Rosario, you're here, no? Attorney Del Rosario. He was here earlier.
Good morning, sir. I was having problems with unmuting. Yeah. Mr. Chair, magandang umaga. Magandang umaga po. Congressman Barbers, good morning, sir.
Okay, are you okay? Okay ka ba matanong ng mga konting tanong, attorney?
Okay lang, sir. My BP has stabilized, but I'm monitoring it. Thank you, sir.
Sige. Ilang taong ka nang nasa PhilHealth?
Sir, since 1998, so that's almost 22 years, more or less.
22 years.
Yes, sir.
When did you pass the bar?
Sir, I passed the bar in 2016. I took the bar in 2015.
So, may I know, attorney, kung saan po yung inyong undergraduate course?
I studied at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. I graduated in 1995. I took my law studies at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, College of Law, Mr. Chair.
Okay, salamat po. Tanong ko lang, what was the position that you were appointed to that was rejected by the Civil Service Commission before?
Yes, sir. When I was appointed as Regional Vice President, the CSC invalidated my appointment based on lack of training, managerial training, Mr. Chairman. Since during that time, the CSC has implemented 5 years requirement na dapat yung training mo ay within 5 years from appointment. But that was already modified by the Civil Service Commission, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. After that, anong position that was given to you in the PhilHealth?
After my appointment as Regional Vice President, I was appointed as Senior Vice President. So from SG 26 to SG 28, Mr. Chair.
So what year was this?
My appointment as SVP was April of 2019, Mr. Chairman.
Bakit? Kasi I remember when you were asked in the Senate, you said that you assumed the position in January of 2016. Ano ba yung totoo? January of 2016 or 2019 of July? Ano bang totoo dyan?
I don't remember yung January 2016, Your Honor, but I assumed as OIC SVP of the legal sector on July 2, 2018 as officer in charge when the SVP then filed a leave of absence.
You don't remember when you assumed as SVP? You don't remember the year?
I apologize, Your Honor. What I'm trying to say is I remember assuming as OIC SPP in July 2 of 2018.
So you were never appointed as SVP nor took the position as OIC of the legal department in January of 2016.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So the reason why I'm asking this is because I'd like to get a clear picture, Mr. Chairman, kung ano yung, kasi SVP legal, napakabigat po na position yan. And I think ang kailangan ho dyan ay meron pong legal experience. May I know if you have any legal experience prior to holding or upon appointment to that kind of position, attorney?
As I have stated in the previous hearing, Mr. Chair, I don't have any experience as a lawyer as far as litigation is concerned prior my assignment to the Office of the SVP Legal.
Pero hindi po ba na kapag ka SVP Legal, dapat meron kang minimum number of years legal experience, di ba? Tama ba ako doon, attorney?
Sir, based on the qualification standards approved by the Civil Service Commission, the SVP position requires 5 years managerial experience. There is no requirement as to legal experience. But when I applied,
Legally.
sorry, sir.
Kasi
Yes,
ano
sir.
SVP yan. Anyway, I will not belabor that point. Babalikan ko na lang mamaya yan. Ano? Gusto ko lang malaman, who was the president then when you were appointed as SVP for legal?
The president then was Dr. Roy Ferrer, but it was not him who appointed me. It was the Philhealth Board, Mr. Chair.
Who appointed you?
The Philhealth Board, the Board of Directors of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation.
Definitely, your appointment will be ratified by the board, correct? But the president has a role and has something to do with your appointment. So you're not saying Dr. Roy Ferrer has nothing to do. Are you saying that Dr. Roy Ferrer has nothing to do with your appointment?
No, sir. Since the Personnel Selection Board for third-level officers, he is one of the members.
Are
So
you
the selection...
Dr. Ferrer?
I'm sorry, sir.
Are you fraternity brothers with Dr. Ferrer?
No, sir. I just came to know Dr. Ferrer when I was when he was appointed as board member. I think in 2018 or 2017. I don't know exactly I don't remember exactly the year. And when I was assigned to Davao, he's also from Davao. So we met a few times in Davao.
Okay. Salamat po. The reason why, as you may be wondering, Mr. Chair, why I'm asking all these questions to Attorney Del Rosario, simple lang po kasi ang gusto ko sana pong ma-establish because there is a striking similarities in the two cases that I am about to discuss and ask questions on. Ito yung kaso dun sa Accenture at saka yung bagong kaso sa Balanga, Bataan, no? Wherein money supposedly of PhilHealth went to deposited to another account, no? And in these two incidents, Mr. Chair, ang striking similarity dito ay yung personality ni Attorney Del Rosario. He was there in the Accenture issue. He was also there in the Balanga Bataan issue. Now, I'd like to go into a little bit of the details, Mr. Chair. Andiyan po ba si Dr. Banson, Mr. Edgardo Banson?
Before you go there, Attorney Congressman Barbers, you said you did not want to pursue and belabor that question which should have been pursued with vigor. For example, Attorney Del Rosario justified his being hired because he had managerial experience.
Yes.
Because you were asking him that it appears that he has no legal experience yet because he is only, how many years as a lawyer?
2016.
Okay, 2016. So for a position of Senior Executive Vice President for Legal, he's sort of saying that his deficiency is supplied by his managerial experience. Did you not want to ask him what managerial experience did he have in the past? What company did he work for? to at least justify his managerial experience. Attorney De Rosario, can you please apprise this committee how good you are in managing a corporation? What corporation did you work for to justify your managerial ability and be fit to be Senior Vice President of Legal for PhilHealth?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I assumed different managerial positions at PhilHealth, Mr. Chair. I was manager of corporate communications for, I think, more than a year. I was manager of our physical resource and infrastructure department. I was manager of the contribution accounts management department. I was manager of the information technology management department. I was branch manager of NCR South operations of PhilHealth. I was regional vice president of PhilHealth Region 1. I was regional vice president of PhilHealth Region 11. So I was also, prior to that, I also have supervisory experience as division chief of the corporate planning department. I was also a supervisor when I was assigned as...
Can you please stop for a while? We are expecting that you will be able to explain to us.
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Joey.
How old are they?
I don't know.
How old are they?